everybody, we're off topic today, but we have three cardinal values, principles. They're on that sheet we have here. Anybody tell me what those three, we've been talking about them. There are three values that we've been emphasizing in camp above everything else. Anybody tell me what's on that sheet? It says at the top, what are the three values that we put the most emphasis on? Anybody? Anybody know what they are? What's that? No. Anybody? Okay. It says, if you look at the sheet, I'll tell you what it is. It says we focus on success. We talked about success, right? And success is found in believing in something bigger than yourself. Last week we talked about the second one, and that was inner competitive greatness. And that was defined as learning to love your authentic self. And so I wanted to particularly speak to the subject of winning. So that's our topic for today. And we're defining winning here. I know what winning means to you out there, but winning in here is defined as being about something or standing for something bigger than you. Success was believing in something bigger than you, but winning is when you stand for something bigger than you. So Coach is going to talk to you about winning as that applies to the game, and I'm going to talk to you about winning as that applies to life. Does that make sense? Everybody got that? So with that being said, turn it over to Coach Anderson.
He gave a definition of PFI means, but I want to get 2 to 3 definitions from each one of y'all on what do you believe winning is when it comes to the aspect of student athletes and the game or sport that you're in. Anybody?
I think it's just like always get better at what you're doing. It's just like constant improvement.
Absolutely. Anybody else?
Is that about
Just about sports, about being a student athlete. What does winning mean to you? No? All right, right here. Go ahead.
What's your name, son?
Landy.
Okay.
Landon Murphy.
The audience doesn't know. We've been taping this. They don't know. So please say your name.
What I'm gonna say is, when you look at definition, there's a lot of things. They said it's winning at betting, it's winning at competition, it's winning at contest, it's winning at an event. But to me it is manage to succeed or achieve something by effort. That's what winning is to me. And that is actually a dictionary definition of it. Managing to succeed or achieve something by effort. Every day we come here, we talk about effort, we talk about attitude, and we talk about discipline, correct? Those are 3 things that controls effort. Because if you have the attitude, if you have the discipline, and you have the mindset that you're gonna do something, then the effort's gonna come. Prime example, and the crazy part is it just happened about 15 minutes ago. I blew the whistle, y'all had 12 seconds to make it down there and back. What's your name, man? Tierra. Not calling her out, but Tierra was sitting here confused because she was waiting on Coach call to send her by saying go, but I blew the whistle. Most of you responded. Tierra didn't respond. She stood there till it was about 9 seconds left. Then she realized, oh, I gotta go. So she took off running at a pace that probably wouldn't have given her time to make it down. But as she turned around, she looked up the clock and realized, oh my, I gotta go. And she changed her speed. She changed her trajectory on how fast she was gonna make it down. That's effort, guys. She knew she wasn't gonna make it on time, but she was dead set on trying. That is a winning effort, because normally if you wouldn't make it, wouldn't you have to run it again? And what was my comment back? That counts. Because she changed her speed, she changed her effort, and she changed where she was in her position on that sprint. Now, we're gonna talk about a couple pillars of PFI. 1, we talk about building character and resilience. Part of building character and resilience, the winning attitude is giving effort. Because if I believe that I can't be beat, then you won't be beat. That's the saying that I learned a long time ago in 2004 while I was at Lamarck High School. A team that won't be beat can't be beat. And that's an attitude. That's how you should step into life when it comes to a sport, when it comes to an activity, when it comes to a grade, and when it comes to life. Because if I'm mano a mano and I'm playing you, you know what I'm gonna tell you? You can't beat me. Now it becomes a mindset. Then it becomes an attitude. And guess who else starts to believe that? You. Because if I continue to tell you that and continue to show you that, then that's who I am as a person. I wake up every morning, and we're gonna talk about that 1% again. Resilience. I wanna be 1% better every day. Father Kirk know my path and what I'm doing now. Everybody say, man, coach, you stay busy, you always moving.
Man, coach, you stay busy.
So this is what I'm doing. One, I'm working full-time and coaching football at Clearbrook High School. Two, I work part-time at HEB on the weekends because I have a senior daughter and we have extra expenses. Three, I work for PFI. I help Father Kirk. We meet during the week. I come here every Saturday. And four, I'm working on my doctoral degree, taking a class, writing papers. I have assignments due every Monday and every Thursday, along with going to my daughter's volleyball games on every Tuesday and Friday, and then being a husband and a father. But at the same time, it's my discipline, it's my character, and it's where I want to be. I have to change my trajectory. I'm creating a winning attitude, not only for myself, but my household. Because when my kids see me doing and putting forth the effort, it makes them work a little harder. So when you have a winning attitude, that helps bring those around you to say, hey, I got to step up my game. So now we're going to go back to the story that I said last week when we talked about Kobe Bryant and his teammates back in the gym. See, we made it all come back around, right? The coach said that the players inside the locker room was complaining on why was this young man going out and giving all that effort after practice. Well, guess what? I done my research. Kobe Bryant wasn't Kobe Bryant his first 3 years. Everybody in Kobe class, Kobe was one of the top players in his class. Some of them went to college, played. He went straight to the NBA. He started second guessing himself because all the ones that went to college first was playing 1 year of college, made the NBA second year and was playing. He went straight to NBA and sat on the Lakers bench with partial time for 3 years. Kobe Bryant was benched and didn't start for 3 years. The legend, the Mamba. So he started second guessing himself. But he said, you know what? Let me create this winning attitude about myself. Let me go out here and work harder than anybody else to where I can't say I didn't try. So now, where did he end up? Probably one of the best basketball players ever played, right? Legendary. But it wasn't because he sat back and allowed other people to dictate who he was and how he would be successful in whatever way it was. He dictated. He created the discipline, he created the attitude, and he created the effort. So that's the expectation we have for y'all. Don't let nobody tell you you can't do anything. Ever. Ever. My wife sent me a picture the other day and it kind of shocked me, but also it let me know that my quote, I will not accept you for who you are, but what you can be. I had a student who had a first child, 1 year out of high school, barely graduated, was a discipline problem, had a lot of issues in school. She currently has 5 kids at the age of 28. 5 kids, age of 28. Her first husband got shot and killed. She's currently engaged with another guy who has a winning attitude. And he told her, do not sit still. Be who you want to be. She just received her bachelor's degree and just got hired on UTMB as an RN nurse. That was not the trajectory of her life, now as we saw it. But she changed it because she wanted to. And plus she said, I want my kids to see that I can win. That I can push myself to be whoever I want to be. So again, it's up to you. When you look in that mirror every morning, tell yourself, I am going to win because my attitude, my discipline, and my effort is going to help me win. You got it? So what's going to help us win?
Attitude, discipline, and effort.
Absolutely. Think about those three.
Build on what Coach just said. We do, like I said, the game and some of life. I want to take it to life. At least the game, focus on the game to coach. Help you be a difference maker. So I want to talk about winning and difference making. And the first thing I want to focus on, I talked about last week, so I'm going to spend a lot of time on it. If you're going to be a winning difference maker, and let me step back and say this about that. In life, if you're going to be a difference maker, you have to be somebody that stands for something. I start by saying that. If you remember this, if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. If you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. Learn now that you have to stand for something in life. And the first way that you go about standing for something, I talked about last week, is running your race. Running your race. I said last week, each one of you is a masterpiece, a child of God, valuable and special in your own right. You don't have to compete with anybody if you know who you are and you're running your race. Now you've heard say before, in my past, when I was your age, I didn't believe I was special. I didn't believe I was a child of God. I didn't believe I was a masterpiece. And so I ran with the wrong people. I'm telling you today, you are a valuable child of God. Each one of you has a unique race in this life to run, and you don't have to compete with anybody as long as you know who you are and find in yourself what has God placed you here to be and to do. And it's more than playing basketball. Basketball can be part of it, but none of you were created just to play a game. And we'll talk about more about that. So the first thing is, if you're going to be a winning difference maker, you need to understand that you must run your race. Everybody got that?